The WPA Foundation promotes great health amongst the young, and we're achieving it in two ways. Firstly, by supporting schools across the UK to purchase sports equipment, with a couple of projects locally to where we're based. The second way we're achieving it is by supporting less well-off West Country families with profoundly ill children with their travel and accommodation costs to and from hospital. I never cease to be amazed by some of the stories that I am told.
My name is Catherine Farmer. I'm a children's oncology and palliative care nurse based in the community. And I work with families and children and young people whose children have life-limiting or life-threatening illness. Be that a cancer that have been treated for, it's relapsed and there isn't any other treatments available, and then it's no longer curative, so it becomes palliative. It's managing the symptoms that this child or young person exhibits and ensuring they have as comfortable and pain-free a life as possible, whilst ensuring that they can enjoy whatever life they have left. That in itself is a significant blow to any family. But on top of that, it's the financial implication of this. So if you've got a child newly diagnosed, for example, with leukemia, that's a long path. And a lot of that time, especially in the initial stage, is spent in hospital, toing and froing. Lots of appointments, lots of visits to hospital, lots of trips to theatre. So it's very difficult for families, if they had both been working, for them to each continue with their job. It tends to happen that one or other will have to take leave from their job to care for their child. And that's huge financially. And all these visits that they're making to these various hospitals and treatment centres, it's all costing, isn't it? Be it they drive or they get the train, if they can, it all costs money. Somebody on the team mentioned, we can get help from an organisation that can help our families with expenses. And because I was new to the team and I didn't really know much about WPA, I just emailed them. The lovely Charlie responded and came in and shared what they did. There are some families who are sadly given terminal prognosis for their child's diagnosis. In some cases it means that parents choose to not work so that they can have that time is left. In these situations that the time can be short. And they had never heard of this foundation before. When they did, they were blown over. They were blown away by the generosity of the foundation.
Deprivation is never more than a walk away. You can ignore it, but actually it's never very far away.
So because of the deprivation in the area, ensuring that the children have a healthy start to their school day is essential. Providing a breakfast club is fundamental to everything that we do in terms of making sure that the children are ready for their school day and a day of learning. We have to provide that on a free basis so that it's a completely free provision for the children that access it. I first became aware of the WPA Foundation when the regional manager for Breakfast Club reached out to me and said that one of their sponsors would like to go in and see what Breakfast Club looks like in action.
Our support to date, so far, supported them with the equivalent of 430,000 breakfasts. By the Christmas that's coming, that'll be over 500,000 breakfasts. That is the difference that the Foundation is making with its support of Magic Breakfast.
But there's been multiple layers on top of that that's really benefited the school. One is sports equipment for the children in Breakfast Club. So they've also provided our dental hygiene initiatives to making sure that the children in early years brush their teeth every single day that they're in school. So that injection of cash from the Foundation supported that. And without that, I talked about the biggest challenge being in school with the budget and so forth. We would have really struggled to get that initiative off the ground. For the past 2 years now, the Foundation have supported Minerva Primary School's World Book Day. Staff from the Foundation coming in to read to the children, which is fantastic. In addition to that, the foundation has raised enough money to buy a book for every child in the school. Without the foundation, they would never have had.
I would like to thank them from the bottom of my heart for the support they've given our families in the Southwest over the years. They probably don't fully appreciate the impact they're having on our families, but we know that the nurses that work with these families absolutely know the impact it has.
When you work in this profession, you rely on those relationships that you have with others. You rely on those contacts to understand the need in schools and ensure that that support is being provided. Yeah, and it's a big thing when people give so much of their time to benefit the lives of others. Thanks doesn't cut it, but thank you.
We are supporting more than 40,000 children a year. How does it make me feel? We're making a difference.